Hey guys, welcome back to Two Dudes Talking. Today, we're going to break down ourselves a little bit for you guys. Just a series of interview questions to get to know the dudes. Today, we'll be focusing on Will. See you there. Well, hello, Mr. Brooks.
Hello, Mr. Yeshua.
Not to be confused with Kevin Costner,
Yeah.
like the crazy movie where he kills people.
That guy's a jerk.
I love Kevin Costner, but Mr. Brooks was a jerk.
Yeah, Kevin Costner's a goat. Yeah, I'm not a jerk.
No.
I can be. I actually really can be.
Oh, same.
Yeah.
Same.
And I don't like to be, though.
Same.
Yeah.
I'm kind of good at it, and that's why I don't like doing it myself either. So, we're just trying to get to know
Me.
you.
Today.
All about you today. So,
I'm honored.
for the audience, how did you get to know me?
Ooh.
And what would you say led us to being into this room right now?
Yeah, so I came to know you guys.
Guys, being I am a twin.
Yes, Josh's twin brother, Wade, and him. They are, I would say, I knew who you were. I was in 9th grade when you were a senior because you graduated 04.
Right.
Yep. I was 07.
Right.
I knew who you were because of the chorus program.
Mm-hmm.
I was in 9th grade chorus, and then you guys were in the upper chorus, the choraliers.
Mm-hmm.
I knew who you were because how many twins are in every high school? Maybe 3 pairs.
Right.
Tops.
Which is crazy. We had like 4 or 5 in my graduating class.
Right.
It was wild.
Yeah, I knew a couple more from Clover for sure. But I knew who you guys were. Didn't ever talk to you in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Met you guys randomly at a mutual friend's house, Emily Mills.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Emily.
Emily. I love you, Emily. Hope you're doing well. For real. You are the greatest.
Yeah, one of my all-time favorite people from growing up for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But met you at a random party one time. Didn't even remember it
Yeah.
because that's how parties go sometimes. I was riding in the back of a truck with your friend Drew Vaughn.
Yep.
Yep.
Also love you, mate.
A very scary, like the back of a truck in the middle of the night with like tools.
This is a 1990 Chevy 1500. No, this was before the 100 series. So it was just a Chevy before the Silverado series.
Okay.
So
Wow.
it's like a 1990 first responder vehicle from the county that had been converted into a horseshoeing truck. So when he says tools, they're horseshoe nails and an anvil and other stuff.
Large tools.
Yes.
Large tools.
Don't mess with me. I will booby trap your yard in a heartbeat. We got tools, bro.
Boy grew up on a turkey farm. You don't want to mess with him.
That's right.
But then, so I came to know you more recently. So in 2017, I had made a post on Facebook about, and I do this kind of randomly, not every year, but I reach out to people to see if they need to talk about anything, because I like doing that. AKA, that's why we're having a podcast.
Exactly.
But I like to be that guy that helps people through stuff.
Mm-hmm. Big shoulders. You could take it. Same.
Yeah. And your brother had reached out to me about some stuff. And so we talked like that April. And then later on down the road, me and him found ourselves in quite different but similar situations that we were going through together. So me and him started hanging out more and more and more. And, I came to the house a couple times. I think, I had actually saw you out at a bar one night and I thought you were him.
Yeah.
But y'all don't look that much alike anymore.
Right.
High school you did. At least I think so.
Mm-hmm.
But now you're very different. Your voices are different. Everything, you're identical, but you're not.
Absolutely.
Which is a great thing. So yeah, and then the end of 2017 just started coming around the house more and hanging out, and obviously, just having so many, things that we share that we love, music,
In-depth conversations.
Yes,
a lot.
Some serious long conversations, about space and movies and books and politics and just crazy stuff. So that's how we got to here.
So let's backtrack that about 5 years,
Okay.
maybe 5 to 10. So when you graduated high school,
Right.
Clover, where did you go from there?
Right.
What led you into the world of? I mean, I know your
Right.
original loves for film,
Right.
but what was your path?
Yeah.
Would you say
So specifically,
with important highlight some important stuff for us?
yeah. So specifically getting into film school. So when I graduated high school in 2007, I was dating a girl who was a year younger than me. And so I decided to go to a community college, York Tech, and just kind of hang out. And I was like, all right, I'll get some basic classes out of the way while we see where she's going to go next year. And then if it works out, I'll go there, or I'll go close by, or we'll do the long distance thing, whatever, It turns out that was going to be Tennessee, in Knoxville.
Yeah.
Or actually it was Johnson City, I'm sorry. She got a...
Please apologize. Never mix any place up with Knoxville, Tennessee.
Yes,
And if you don't want the whole place to be offended.
Nah, Tennessee. I love Tennessee.
Yeah. Except for Knoxville.
She got a scholarship to play soccer at a small school. And then I got into East Tennessee State.
Word.
And then I never told her that because we had actually broke up that same week.
Yeah.
And I just hadn't told her that. She might have caught word later, whatever. And I didn't want to go there anyway because I had gotten into Coastal Carolina out of high school, and that's where I really wanted to go. And so after that first year of college at community college at York Tech, went to Coastal Carolina. I'm down there for a semester studying resort tourism management, like a
ding dong that you were at the time.
like a ding dong that I was at the time. So yeah, how to manage hotels is that in short. And met some really awesome people. Some of my best friends ever came from there. Short-lived. But as I was down there, I was taking classes like accounting and economics and these math courses and some business classes. And they had a really good business school. But I was going back to the dorm, writing stories in like little notebooks, obsessing about cameras, and watching movies all the time.
Right.
And I think I told you this the other day when we were watching this movie, but that movie Accepted.
Yes.
With Justin Long.
Yep.
And who's the guy from Superbad? Jonah Hill. That was one of the movies I was...
Ask me about my wiener.
Yes. Love that movie. But the theme of that movie was, go after the things you want to go after. Not about anything else that anybody says.
Right.
Your stuff. And that's a movie.
Right.
And sometimes you're not supposed to take movies that literally.
Sometimes.
You know what I mean?
But sometimes you can.
But this one, cool. I was like, that makes a lot of sense. Doing what you like, or at least trying to do what you like. And, excuse me. And I was like, man, I really want to go to film school. There's like 100 of them in the country. Some are really hard to get into. Some are really expensive. Some are whatever. I also liked being around home, within hours drives.
Right.
So I found out the Art Institute of Charlotte had a little film program. Not the best film school ever by any means. It was actually pretty bad in a lot of ways, but the professors there I had were amazing people. I will always.
I've heard a lot of highly mentioned names,
and part of it being a bad program is it was brand new, and the governing body of the school systems didn't give it what it needed.
Right.
Not from the professor standpoint, and that was actually there was some drama in that even going there. Like people were dropping out, people were complaining a lot. We don't have this, we don't have that.
Right.
And it was making a lot of people that worked there feel like they were inadequate in some ways, but also it was making them angry too.
Yeah.
But that's how I got into film school. So it was December of 2008 that I went from Coastal, started January 2009 into the Art Institute of Charlotte. So that's film school.
Well, something you had said in that brings up my next kind of line of questioning. You were talking about how you're not supposed to take a movie so literal sometimes.
Right.
during some of these conversations on any given porch or back room or at a bar or whatnot,
Right.
one of the most important things I think I've ever heard you say is you can't expect people to reflect yourself when you're dealing with them.
Give you.
Yeah. Absolutely. So that statement in and of itself is dope. I love it. I know that we can sit here and talk like yes, we agree on a lot of this stuff. We do. But when you come to me, it's going to be me responding. You can't, you cleared that up for me, or brought that, that point home.
Yeah.
So that being said, what would you say are three things? Not anything in specific. I mean, I'm not asking for anything in specific, but what are three things that bring you joy in this world? Just you.
Yeah. So that statement first before this, that you can't expect you from you. I learned that from two people, my dad and me and him have the same. So my dad worked at this barbecue restaurant for like 25 years and they were like really good. So he ran it, all that good stuff. And then he went to work for a church as a music director. But our boss there, Eddie, hardcore dude, very unapologetically himself.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
That is a very admirable trait. Yeah.
The way you should be. Sometimes to a fault, but oftentimes that trait is put on the back burner by ourselves. And that's unfortunate. A very smart dude, very psychologically smart dude. I think he actually went to school for psychology at Chapel Hill. He couldn't finish because his dad had passed away in the middle of it. He had to come home, run the restaurant. This is back in the 70s. Finished at Belmont Abbey.
Right.
Very smart dude. But I remember he probably told Dad that, and Dad probably told me that, and I probably heard it from him once or twice. But it's like, yeah, you cannot expect yourself from somebody else because it's like insanity.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's just the thing, it's that golden rule: treat other people the way you want to be treated, but they're not guaranteed to give you that back.
Yes, you can't do that. You cannot treat them the way that you want to be treated on the grounds that they're going to do the same.
Yeah.
Because they won't.
No, they won't. And they don't
and that's
have to.
Okay.
And they don't have to.
It's totally okay.
They do not have to. So that's where that came from. So I just I needed to shout that out.
Well, thanks for the origins on that one.
But three things that bring me joy in this, I love hanging with my friends.
Yeah.
Like, friends are hella important, dude. And I have
also very often backburned.
Yeah.
And that's unfortunate.
Yeah. I have a ton of friends from a ton of different places. And I love that.
Your birthday was a great time for me.
Oh, appreciate it.
I think I knew you when I got there. And when I left there were probably 25 or so, 25 people.
30 people, yeah.
And it was such a joyous occasion.
Yeah.
And I feel like I wasn't the only person there that didn't know
Oh, dude.
a 10% of these guys.
Yeah. So, like, some of the guys I went to high school with show up. They don't know anybody but me. Obviously in that scenario, I'm going to be the center, the link factor. But, like, yeah, there's groups from college, from 3 different colleges. There's groups from high school. There's groups from a couple different jobs. There's people I met through Instagram. There's, all kinds of stuff. But
a couple of dudes you met on Bumble.
Yeah, a couple of dudes I met on Bumble. Actually, I have met a few girls from dating apps that I have been friends with afterwards. But yeah, I mean, so I like that there's Jack, who I live with, who's one of my best friends of all time now, that I met through a job.
Right.
There's Rico, that I met from the Art Institute.
Rico.
There's Will Marlowe.
Suave.
Yeah. There's Will.
But he's never heard that. Sorry, Will.
Yeah, never. Yeah. There's Will Marlowe from Clover. I mean, not from Clover, from Coastal Carolina. All kinds of people. But I love that.
Chilling.
Yeah. So friends, things that bring me joy. Definitely movies. Just movies in general. So many good movies. And I'm going to say music. So I do play drums. Love music. Love playing. I miss playing.
If you have somehow missed all of these episodes leading up to this one, I bet you can't guess Will's favorite movie.
Do you know it?
It's Fido.
Yeah, no way. It's a tie. Lord of the Rings and the Royal Tenenbaums.
Mm-hmm. So music. Give me a couple of authors or artists. I know Lord Huron.
Yeah, Lord Huron's amazing.
Blink-182.
Blink-182 is amazing. I love Kanye West.
Yeah.
Absolutely love Kanye. I love Elton John.
Yeah.
Love Led Zeppelin. Love Aerosmith.
Yep, same.
Let's see. Angels and Airways is a side project.
Have you ever worked with any of these artists?
I have worked with one of these artists. So shout out to Paul Wright, who is one of my dear friends.
Same. Love you, dude.
Yeah, he's just one of my favorite people of all time. And so he works for Red Bull Records.
Mm-hmm.
He needed a video to be done for a client named, or one of their artists named Gavin Haley.
We've said this before, but we will link this in the description. This is great.
Yeah, who had a feature, who they got Travis Barker to remix the song for. And Travis is the drummer of Blink, as many of you know, and I got to edit that video. So I didn't get to shoot anything because of COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And people, like, oftentimes these projects, they'll have people just deliver the footage and then an editor will do it.
Right.
And so I got to be the editor. So I'm sitting here with like
this raw
footage
of Travis Barker.
Of Travis Barker in a studio recording drums, chilling on his phone, talking to the mix guy, and I'm like, this is surreal. It's surreal.
It's a great segue into my next question. What are some of the things that you're the most proud of that you're willing to disclose? Because I know I have things in my life that I'm proud of that are just mine.
Right.
But what are some big Will points, Big Willie style?
I'm proud of the relationships I have with people more than anything. The college I graduated from doesn't even exist anymore. You know what I mean? Like, it's just gone.
Yeah.
The degree's worthless.
Right.
Most people don't know that, which is fine.
Yeah.
Like,
by the way, let me, if I can interject for a moment.
Yeah.
Don't waste your time on college.
Yeah.
Grief,
just
dudes.
don't go. The internet is so massive and expansive.
It is. And you can learn it all on YouTube.
And there's so many people that will help you along the way.
Yep.
Yeah.
At least don't get it twisted and feel like you have to do that.
Yeah. I've made films and art that I like, that that I just like. I've gotten into schools like that I feel proud of, and then I don't know, that's a real hard one. For me, it's like, I do have a high standard of myself, almost, and it is to a fault. Like, I'm very hard on myself for a lot of things, and that shows.
Well, I think if anybody is allowed to be a heavy critic, I think you should be your own. I mean, everybody's their own worst critic, but like, I would, if we could all healthily, very heavily critique ourselves, I think the world would be a little bit better.
Right.
So that's okay.
I agree. Yeah, there's a purpose in it. For sure, to be better.
So since that one's hard, I give them something else to link in the video here. One of the things that you showed me that you had done was the short film with the Lord Huron track.
Oh yeah, my demo reel.
That was really, really amazing.
Appreciate it.
I love Lord Huron. I do.
So good.
They're such an emotional. They invest them. You're just invested, right? When you first hear them for the first time.
The way that album comes on.
Oh, Aaron, this is the one we're talking about. Strange Trails right now.
Yeah, so good.
This is one of our viewers. Aaron is a longtime friend of mine, and she's been doing the every Friday movie. So she'll take something from every week, and we'll do this.
Yeah.
But she was like, blah 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 blah. Should I check this out or that out? And I was like, yo, dude, I'm gonna send you a link to this 56-minute video, and it's this album called Strange Trails.
Yes.
And she sent me something back like 10 seconds later. And she was like, if the opening of this album is anything
like the rest
precluding to the rest of it, I'm amazed.
Yeah.
And I was like, talk to you in 55 minutes and some change, Aaron. It's great. But
that thing comes on. Yes, I know that love is like ghosts.
Beautiful. Yeah. But the that demo reel, that was one of the first things of yours that I had ever seen.
For sure.
And I think that's just amazing.
For sure.
Credit is due. So
Yeah, I enjoyed that one. All credit to that goes to Bo Wofford, who introduced me to that band and that album when I was visiting him in Phoenix for the very first time.
And Bo, it's been too long. I miss you too, dude.
Yeah, it's
You and your cowboy hats.
yeah,
I miss you.
He's
Dope.
he is like an older brother.
He's a good dude.
He's my dude. But yeah, I mean, Lord Huron's great. There's so much music. You know, my whole family's musical. Mom plays piano, dad plays guitar. They both teach those instruments to people. So growing up, I can remember riding in the car with mom, listening to classic rock as well as dad. And,
Right.
You know, just
Same, like I remember going out on Saturday nights, and after we'd get back from whatever restaurant as a family, this is just it was so annoying at the time. But mom and dad would lock us out of the house and turn up oldies in the car radio and have the doors open, and they would like dance on the porch and stuff. And like,
yeah,
I hated it. I was so frustrated. I mean, I didn't really hate it. Like I was like, this is awful.
just a kid,
as a kid,
that's like annoyed with it. Yeah.
But like now I'll hear Otis Redding and I'll be like, man, that song is so sick.
Thank you, Mom.
Yeah. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad.
Yeah.
So there's some stuff that we're learning a little bit about you. We're going to link some of the things that you've done. So our show is mainly about the entertainment industry, movies,
Right.
TV shows, video games, music, books, blah, 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 blah. Stepping away from those things, what would you like to say to the audience?
So stepping away from movies and media,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. I love politics.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it.
What about it?
I love history for one. I'm not I'm not a committed member to any party. You know, I do typically vote for who I think will do the best right then. And I have voted 3 different parties in my time.
Yeah.
You know, I love it. I love the history behind it. I love the drama in it. I don't think it's healthy the way they do things, especially this year and maybe the last 12 years, really. But I do love politics. Sports, love them. Love them to death. You know, wasn't ever very athletic, so I didn't play many, especially in like high school or competitively.
Right.
But I love them. Love what they bring to people. I love how they get people out of bad situations. I love how they just
Offer people that
change
next
people's
chance,
lives.
yeah.
Let's see, what else? What else do I like to do? I like being outside.
Yeah. Oh, I know you like space. I know you like. I've heard you like space a little bit.
I've heard you like stars and planets and moons and stuff.
all that.
Yeah, I love space. I love the mystery behind it.
Mm-hmm.
I love the never-ending search for the next thing, you know. And I think outside of space and sports and stuff, like I'm kind of a romantic in a lot of ways, even with non-relationship stuff. Like I love stuff.
Yeah,
you know,
same.
You know, but in physical relationships with people, like I like that romantic aspect towards
care.
Yeah, it's dope. So yeah, that's about all I got for that.
Awesome. Well, how are we looking on time?
Oh, we're good. Yeah, we got about 7 minutes.
7 minutes. If you were at karaoke right now and somebody put a gun to your head, what is your song?
I could give you 3 probably.
Give me them.
Even though they would be absolutely butchered. So I used to could sing, and then I got allergies.
Yeah.
And like my throat is constantly swollen, basically from allergies.
Bro left his Afrin at home today. He been hurting.
You want to hear me sing? But
Yes, I know.
so the Turtles. So we're sitting in the rain.
Yep.
I would definitely sing that. What is it? Come On, Eileen. Definitely would sing that. Love that song. And then probably some Elton John song.
Yeah.
Not Rocket Man or Tiny Dancer or something like that. Probably maybe Crocodile Rock.
Yeah.
You know, something just rocking. You know. Yeah. Those 3.
When Corona is over,
yeah.
Where's first place you're going? Or that you would like to go? Where would you go right now?
There's several restaurants I would just like to sit in without being weird.
Yeah.
Like where you're having to sit 6 feet apart or
Oh, and if you guys haven't noticed, our little condoms are gone.
yeah.
Must be safer.
It must be safer. But the movie theater.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Word.
And then I don't really go to bars
Yeah.
or anything like that much, but yeah, probably the movie theater.
So let's see.
Or the mall.
The mall.
I miss the mall.
The mall gonna be gone.
The mall is many of my friends would know this about me, but like it's therapeutic for me. It's like it's constant stimulation by seeing all these stores,
all the smells,
all these people, all the smells, even the bad ones. But it's like I can go just distract my mind in there.
Yeah.
And it.
Oh, you got bookstores, you got video games, you got.
I used to love them all.
New Boogaloo shirts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ready to go. Boogaloo, baby.
Boogalooing.
So with the show, what has been your most anticipated part about this? Why are you in that seat? What do you want to get out of this?
So obviously being a creator of media, movies, music, stuff like that, ads, commercials. I do like talking about this stuff. Movies, man, are the greatest part. They're the greatest art form to me because they encompass pretty much all others.
Yeah.
Into one thing. One thing that made me want to make movies as a kid was, it's like that question, what do you want to be when you grow up? And you're like, shit, I don't know.
Right.
Because there's so many.
Right.
So many things. With movies, I've gotten to experience so many things that I wouldn't get to as a person that's filmed them.
Yeah.
Like a World War II pilot, or musicians or, all these things that it's like, that's dope.
And the neat thing too, and this is, again, like you said, movies are all encompassing. Like, I love that. And that, again, that's one of the reasons our show was based off of this, is anybody can insert themselves into a story.
Right.
And I love it.
Yeah.
I love that. It's so healthy to step away for a few minutes and then come back. Sometimes I enjoy doing that privately, but a good movie, that'll reset my brain every time.
Yeah. I love escapism in almost any form except for, the ones that are hurtful to you.
Yes.
Like drugs or whatever. But like, if you want to go get lost in an album, like a Lord Huron album, or you want to go watch a 3-hour Lord of the Rings movie, or go read a book, or a podcast, or whatever, or go down a rabbit hole of YouTube videos.
Yeah,
I'm so for that.
Let's do it. Yeah,
I will. If I ran a multi-million-dollar company, and there was a dude that came up to me like, "Yo, employee A over here is like spending 2 hours a day watching this," I'd be like, "I don't care."
Yeah, right. Good.
Yeah, they need that.
You're not watching enough, so stop being jealous.
If they get stuff done, boom.
Right.
But like escapism is important to me. People say it's like you're running from stuff, you're not productive, you're avoiding problems, but it's like, nah, this stuff's important.
Yeah, not necessarily at all.
Yeah. This stuff is very important. If it's making you happy and it's healthy and it's not hurting someone else. Yeah.
Full steam ahead.
Yeah. Full steam ahead.
So I know we got to close up pretty quick. Why don't you give our family here a couple of your personal things, like an album?
So like some stuff to go check out.
Yeah.
So I will link in this video that Travis Barker video, or Gavin Haley, a music video I did for a guy named Kyle Kelly, who I've had the privilege of playing in a band with our other friend Zach Hayes.
I didn't know that you had played with him.
Yeah.
Word.
I'll link that. The favorite book of mine that you should go read is The Hobbit or The Car by Gary Paulson.
Word.
Both are like 5th grade, maybe reading level, like just
easy peasy fun.
Easy.
Great.
You could probably read them both in a day. Go check that out. Album, Lord Huron. Strange
any
Trails.
of them.
Yeah.
But Strange Trails.
Strange Trails is epic. And then movie, go watch Royal Tannenbaums and let me know what you think.
I love it, dude.
That's it.
Well, also let's throw in there as well the demo reel with the
yeah, we'll do that.
I think you should.
There's a
I think
couple
people
of them,
should see that.
But yeah, we'll link them to that for sure.
Word.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for joining us. Will, thank you for doing this one.
Yeah.
This has been fun, and again, like really, we just want to get to know you guys.
Yeah.
We want y'all to enjoy your time here, and that escapism. That's what we want to give you. It doesn't have to be unhealthy. There's a lot of really stressful stuff going on these days, and it's okay to step away for a second. Like, you don't have to spend every waking minute with.
Yeah, part of self-love is like you got to take care of this and this, or you won't be able to take care of other stuff.
So
Yeah.
we hope that we're giving you guys a place that you can comfortably do that. And we hope to see you guys again next time on Two Dudes Talking. See ya.